Jones, and I am honored to announce my candidacy as a Republican for the office of Knox County Sheriff. I am the son of the late Bobby and Pauline Jones. My paternal grandparents were Cy Bear Jones and Eulalia Calebs Jones of Green Road. My maternal grandparents were Arthur Vaughn and Pearl Lawson Vaughn of Woolham. I have deep roots here, and Knox County has always been home to me. I'm married to Leslie Jones. Together we're blessed with 3 beautiful daughters, Emma Jones, Reagan Mills and husband Brady, Lily Jones, and grandson Drake. At the age of 17, I joined the Army National Guard, where I proudly served for over 23 years, to include more than 21 years of active duty. National Guard recruiter, but I served in many different roles. After retiring from the Guard, I was able to follow my childhood dream of becoming a law enforcement officer. During my almost decade of policing, which it didn't take that long, I got to see the devastation that illegal drugs had on our families, our community, seeing the people that it was taking way too soon. If elected sheriff, I plan to wage a full-scale fight against illegal drugs using a 3-fold approach. Helping addicts get treatment and recovery support, no matter how many attempts it takes. Our people are worth it. Shutting down drug dealers by putting them in jail or running them out. Illegal drugs will not be tolerated in our county. Establishing the chaplain corps, reaching out to our pastors across Knox County to provide spiritual and emotional support for addicts, families, or anyone in crisis 24 hours a day. As sheriff, I will demand professionalism, respect, and dedication from every deputy. My deputies will be in uniform, and they will serve with pride, and they will share the love of the people of this county. I will also lead from the front. I will be on the work schedule, including nights and weekends, as a 24-hour sheriff who is approachable, reachable, and committed to serving the citizens of Knox County, from Barberville to Corbin. I humbly ask for your vote. Together we can build a safer, stronger Knox County.
The following is a presentation of the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. It's time for the Martin's Peterbilt Game of the Week. Brought to you by Martin's Peterbilt of London, Kentucky. Your local Farm Bureau agents Donovan and Jimmy Storm. Restyles Consignment Store on Ford Street in Corbin. Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy in Williamsburg. Wildcat Harley Davidson in London, Kentucky. Your local Allstate agent Zach Davison from Corbin. The L4 Security Group in London, Kentucky. Your premier dish provider, American Cable. Lonnie Collins and the Store of Lily. Clayton Mobile Homes of London, Kentucky. Dusk Till Dawn, Lawn and Landscaping and Curb Appeal. Aikens Construction and Excavation. All sponsors of the Game of the Week here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. Well, happy Sunday night to you. Ronnie Smith with you here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. A little bit different background tonight. Working in a different part of my office in the house tonight. Just glad to have you with us here on Martin Peterbilt's presentation of In the Huddle here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. I have a great show for you tonight. Wanted to just highlight some a new coach in the 13th region, and also a coach that has been around now for a few years and one of the best players on the girls' side in the region. Want to kick off the show tonight by wishing everybody a happy New Year. We're getting into district play, and just all the Christmas tournaments are behind us, and people are really finding out exactly who their teams are and what their teams are made of. And man, it has been an exciting time. And some great basketball action here, even in the last week. Our first guest tonight is from the Jackson County Generals, and just been excited about being able to have Coach Stewart. His name's Parker Stewart. He's a former assistant coach for player development and scouting for the Atlanta Hawks. And Wes Bishop, my buddy Wes Bishop over there at Jackson County, made a great hire. He played college ball at UT Martin and Indiana, and also Pittsburgh. He played professionally overseas, and his Jackson County General team is off to a great start. So, want to introduce you to Parker Stewart. Parker, going to add you to the stage and get you on here tonight. Good to have you on, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Hope you're having a good day.
Yes, sir. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on.
Well, I just thought it was important. Being in the media, we kind of know a little bit about you, but a lot of people, who's that guy at Jackson County? Man, he sure knows what he's doing. You think about your Generals last year, only 11 wins the entire season, Coach. You've already got 10 wins right now, and looking forward to a winning season, 10-5 so far. Man, it's been a good culture change for you. Tell us about your first year here at Jackson County.
Yes, sir, for sure. It's been awesome. If the season was over right now, I'd probably say, hey guys, we did all right, but we still have a lot of games to play, so we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. But we've gotten off to a good beginning of the season, and that's all because of the guys. They show up every day and do everything we've asked, and they have ever since the summertime. There were some times they probably didn't want to do everything we did. We tried to get in the best shape we could, because that's how we wanted to play. We wanted to get up and down and run the floor. So we asked them to do a whole lot, and I always told them, I will never ask you guys to do anything that I haven't done myself, but some things we did I probably didn't do myself, so maybe I shouldn't tell them that. But I love them though, and I think they're having fun, and I know I'm having fun, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what we can do this year.
Yeah, yeah, it's been great so far. So obviously, you've been around the world, man, and you end up in McKee, Kentucky. Tell us what you knew about McKee, Kentucky, and Jackson County before you accepted the job.
I didn't know much. I didn't know much about it. Hallie, obviously, she went to South, so that's kind of how we ended up out here. This school was in the area, and the job was open at the time. And Callie and I had kind of a little bit, we talked about like playing overseas, played in Serbia and different places over there in Europe, and then helping out in the NBA, working for the Hawks. You play all those games, 82 games, you're always on the road. And my wife, Allie, she played too, NCAA basketball, played at 3 schools too. So she was always on the move. So, we kind of made this move. I'm on this show because of my job coaching basketball, but I'm here. The reason I'm here has zero to do with the game of basketball. It's actually the opposite. We wanted to settle down somewhere so we could have a family, and I didn't have to be always on the road somewhere over in Serbia, and she's in here in America. That was hard too. So that's kind of funny when people ask me, how'd you end up being the head coach here? Well, it actually didn't have anything to do with basketball, but obviously this is basically all I know, basketball. My dad was a is what he did. He was a coach, and I played my whole life. So, it's kind of hard when we came here, we're gonna settle down, spend a lot of time together. But I'm actually probably spending probably even compared to my job with the Hawks, I'm probably at the gym here a lot more than I was there. So maybe it's not going that way, but I love it.
Yeah, and it's great, and man, it's just a blessing to be able to have you, in the 13th region. How does the 13th region compare to your high school? And tell everybody where you played high school ball at, and was it set up with the, basically, I'm sure you're still learning everything. There's 16 regions, so you have
Yes,
one
sir.
region winner, Sweet 16 tournament, played at Rupp Arena every year. Obviously, you know about the All A Classic for the smaller schools. How was that comparable to you, Coach Stewart, where you grew up before you came to Jackson County?
Yeah, for sure. I would say our school is actually probably similar to about the size of it, um, similar to the school I went to. But as far as how everything is set up, no, here I haven't seen anything quite like this, where you
Yeah, it's
have like
different.
for us, our situation, we're a single A or the all A, I guess, is what it's called. We're an all A school, and in our same thing we have to compete in, you have schools with 3,000, 4,000 schools. You have private schools that can go bring kids from overseas and play on their teams, and we got to go with just what we got homegrown, so it's a little bit, I still take some getting used to, but I mean it does if you're able to go all the way. This is one place you could say that you earned it, out here, you earned it if you're able to get all the way to Sweet 16 or win a championship someday. If you can say that here, how it's set up, there's no like single A, 2A, 3A, how it was when I was in high school. The schools are all separate, and the schools that are able to recruit and bring in foreign kids, those are separate as well, private schools. So those are the things I'm getting used to. And but you can't say, well, we're at an unfair advantage, because that's how it's always been. It may be unfair, but that's what we have to deal with and try to overcome. So
Yeah, yeah, it's just different, everyone, in football they do class A, they do the different A's. You only play against class A, double A, triple A, 4A, 5A, and all that. But basketball, just that Sweet 16, just being a basketball state, it's kind of different. But let's talk about your kids. And the thing that impresses me most about your team, Coach, you're 10-5. You were 11-18 last year, so big improvement already. Following a coach, Coach Perry, been there a long time. Just a sweet man. Wes Bishop brings you in. You only have two seniors on this team, and Ashton Clemens giving you about 6 points a game. But most of your production from your team is coming from other than Brennan, is coming from underclassmen. You've got some freshmen and sophomores that have really stepped up. Just want to kind of talk about them a little bit. You got Brennan Combs averaging over 12 a game. He's a junior. Wyatt Gray, 12 points a game. Tayson Truitt, 10 points a game. And then you've got Holm, I guess is his last name. How do you pronounce his first name? Is it Jonah?
Jonah,
Jonah. Is it Jonah? Okay.
Jonah,
Jo-
yep.
Jonah Holm, 9.7 boards a game for you. And then Tyler Sandin, 8 points a game. Talk a little bit about those guys. And because here's what I think's cool. You don't have a 25-point game scorer,
No.
but you've got 6, 7 guys that any night's going to give you a double-double, give you 10, 12, 15 points a game.
Right, for sure. You kind of said it right there. Sometimes even I don't know. I'm the head coach. I don't know who our guy is.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure that out. Like at the end of the game, it's kind of based on like a situation, almost who's hot that game. But that's kind of how we wanted to play. We knew going in, we don't have a guy that's just going to go out and score 20, 30 points a game. We don't have that, but we do have a good we have a good guys that play together, and how we want to play, we don't care who gets the shot, who scores. We want to share the ball, and we want to try to get the ball up the court. And that's why I tell those guys, we get the ball off the glass. Anyone who gets is allowed to head up the court. Let's push the ball, but look up. Someone's ahead of you open, pass the ball. We want to advance. And I think that's why you see the average is so close together, just kind of how we play. But as far as our team, we have one senior that plays a lot for us. We have a second senior who plays some. He can shoot the ball, and we need to use him some more. We need shooting. That's what we need. But we do have a lot of young guys that can return. And that's exciting. That's exciting for us because these guys are getting to play a lot this year and grow and develop. And we've seen those guys grow and develop already since summertime. When we first got here, and we're really excited about those sophomores. We have three of them, and then we obviously have two. We have two freshmen that play up. Sandlin, he's usually our six man off the bench, and we have high hopes for him. He's got great size. He's about 6'5", and Summers plays up this year as well, and he doesn't get to play as much. But we have high hopes for those guys too, the young guys. So and then you obviously brought him up to our transfer from um, South. He's helped us a lot, Brandon, and he comes from. You can tell he's come from a good. He's been under a good head coach before, who's taught him a lot. He came to our team, and instantly things kind of changed. He was out there the first day telling guys where to be and how he comes in every day to the gym and wants to improve and get better, and he holds everybody else to that same thing, and that's
Good.
something that really helps our team. So we have a young team. Our big guy, the one you talked about, home. We only have him for this season. So not getting him back will hurt us a lot. As far as size and somebody inside that can protect the rim. But those guys, those sophomores, those freshmen, and the juniors, we've seen them grow a lot, and they're all just good kids. They do everything we ask them. They work hard. They're always smiling. Having fun, and that's what it's all about. So I'm excited to see what the future holds for those guys.
Yeah, no, you're doing a great job. Had a chance to watch a little bit in the Cumberland Falls Invitational Tournament. Y'all had a good tournament there. Notice the discipline, notice the teamwork that you mentioned. Good chemistry on your team, and coach, they really, really have bought into your knowledge and your experience. And I feel like they're a sponge. They just look like when you're talking to them, they're paying attention. How important is that discipline side of things to you as a coach?
It's huge, and I think you can ask them. They'll probably tell you we like to do things how we do it. We do it our way. That's what we say before the game. If we play how our team plays, if we go out there and play our way, we have a shot. And that applies to on and off the court. We hold those guys to they're we, they know what they should do and shouldn't do, whether it's outside of the court, whether it's when they're in school in the hallways, how to act. Not, you got to show up on time to school. You got to show up on time to everything we do as a team. Because this is just high school. And a lot of these guys aren't going to play after high school. So when they're in after this is over and I get a job, if you don't show up to your job on time, you're fired. So you have to show up to school on time. You have to show up to shoot around on time. You have to do everything the right way. So we try to hold them high to that, and they've done a pretty good job of that. We've had some we've had probably some slip ups early on, maybe, but I have a good feeling that it probably won't ever happen again. So, so
Well, that's the advantage of being a coach, man. You got that whistle. You know what I mean? You can blow that whistle, and whatever happens between those lines is what you decide to happen. That's the fun thing about being a coach.
yes, sir, for sure. I enjoy it.
So here here's the important question. Allie Collett, for people that have listened to him talking about his wife, one of the best players to ever come out of 13th region. Obviously, she is not your size, so it may not be fair if you played her a game one-on-one. But if you played her a game of horse, you know how to play horse, right? We play horse around here a lot.
Yeah.
Basically almost you got to spell it out if you miss it or whatever. Who's a better shooter, you or Allie?
Who's a better shooter, me or Allen? You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and say it's Allie because I just want to, you know, sleep inside this evening, you know. So I'll go with Allie on that one for tonight. I like my house right now, so
You
I'll
were
go with
wise,
Allie.
Coach. You
Yeah,
were very wise,
she's a good
Coach.
player.
She
She's
was.
good. She's awesome. I love Allie.
Yeah, and man, we just again welcome you to the 13th region, and I
Thank
just
you.
wanted to have you on here tonight, man, just to give everybody an opportunity uh, to get to know you a little bit. DC Turner, he's a local guy here over in Jackson County a lot. He said he's got his money on Allie. He thinks she
Hey,
might win the game of horse,
good
but
money
that's all
right
right.
there. Good
That's
money
all
on
right.
Allie. I'll
Yeah,
let her win.
but
How
Coach
about
Stewart,
that?
thanks. Hey, there you
Thank you
go.
for
There
having
you
me
go.
on. Thanks for having me on. Have a
Yeah.
good night.
Yeah, and if there's anything that we can ever do for you here through the 13th Region Media Network, we'll maybe try later in the year to have a couple of the kids come on and
Sure.
get them on
That'd
here
be
and
awesome.
interview them and give them some publicity. But your class act, Coach, thanks for being with us tonight.
Have a good night. Thanks for having me.
You
See
too. That's Coach Parker Stewart from Jackson County, and man, he's had a great start there for the boys. 10-5 on the season. So that's pretty cool. Going to move right on. We got the young coach that we interviewed, and now we got one of my old buddies from way, way back. Man, I was thinking the other day, I was talking to my kids. I just coached 7th grade, coach, and thinking about it's been over 30 years since we graduated, dude. I mean, that's kind of crazy. But Steve Warren, Knox Central Lady Panthers head coach, class act, great friend. Welcome to the show tonight.
Hey, thanks for having me, Ronnie. It's been a long time. 92. When you say 92, you get up in the 30s now. So it's been a long time. But I sure appreciate your friendship.
I'll tell you this
We
story.
go way back.
I'm coaching 7th grade, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had just a little bit close, but yeah, we do go way back, Steve. And we had some good battles. Of course, I was just a Whitley County boy back in the day, and I had the kids the other night at Clay County. We coached middle school, and they play at the old high school. And I walk in the gym, and I'm trying to motivate the boys, and I'm like, guys, Richie Farmer played here. Mr. Basketball. He was a great UK player. He's here. He played on this court. One Mr. And they look around. Who's Richie Farmer? And these kids don't even know who Richie Farmer is. And I got to thinking about it. We're talking 35 years ago since Richie Farmer came out of Clay County. And Coach, that made me feel old.
Yes, that's if they only knew, that gym right there. I used to coach middle school as well, and I always loved going over there, and you just remember, the great basketball that's been played there through the years, and that's when basketball was a lot different. I feel like back then it was, a lot different.
Yeah, it was. And let's see, you played for who? Rich Pruitt early, right? Was he your coach early in your high school?
I had Bill Swafford freshman year, and then we had Rich Pruitt there. Yeah, the last 3 years. Rich was a really good coach. I have a lot of respect for Rich Pruitt. Yeah, I still see him, at times right here, and I have a lot of respect. He was a Whitley County guy. I think he lived down there in Whitley County at that time, and he was a great coach, great mentor, and I have a lot of respect for him.
Yeah, he's got the deepest voice, man. You talk about a voice for radio. Rich Pruitt, you could hear his voice anywhere in the gym and know it was him.
He got your attention real quick. He had that Boston that Boston deep voice, like you say, and he got your attention real quick. You didn't get mistaken about who you were talking to when you heard him in the gym or in the classroom or whatever. You knew the voice.
Yeah, Coach, we got to the end of the school year in 21 and saw where you were going to be hired as the girls coach. I remember reaching out to you right away, man. I was just so excited for you. You coached softball and coached, assistant coach for the boys for all those years, and already 100 wins. Congratulations. I know you got a lot of people that that you can thank to already get those 100 wins in just 4 short seasons.
Yeah, we're just over, like you say, 4 seasons, and a lot of people. I've got a great staff that I've had since we've been there, and you've been around this a long time, Ron, and you're only as good as your staff, and one of the best staff I've ever been around. For the 4 years I've been there, they're Knox Central to the core. They're blue and gold. They're bought in, and they're just willing to do whatever for these girls. When we started out, didn't really know what we were getting into here with the girls. I've been around the boys here forever. First summer there, we had a little trouble playing 3-on-3 right there. So we were like, what are we doing here? So I feel like we've came a long way. Still got a long way to go, but I feel like we've came a long way from where we started. And I like to say we've enjoyed every minute of it, but I'm not so sure about that. But we really enjoy these girls, and we've had great groups through the years.
Well, and after losing Combs last year, and you think about this team you have this year, 11-3 on the season. This is what impresses me, and folks in the region. I want to make sure you understand. And Coach can back this up. He doesn't have a senior on this team. These are all freshmen, sophomore, juniors. 11-3 on the season already. Coach, replacing the scoring that you had to replace from last year. You've got some great leadership in these girls that have been with you a long time, all 4 years, and this is your team. You didn't inherit this team. So after 4 years, how big of a difference does that make? That when they were middle schoolers, they knew they were going to play for Coach Warren.
It's really different and huge at the same time. We lost 5 seniors off of that group last year that were just a great group of seniors. Did whatever we asked of them and just really helped. You talk about the 100 wins. They helped us get to that point. And trying to replace that, with these young kids coming up, like you say, that have followed us through middle school and been with us through middle school, and now they're in these roles where they're having to put in big varsity minutes as freshmen, 8th graders. We've lost Maggie Gibson right here earlier. She was going to be one of our, big pieces right here starting this year. She was a junior. We've not had her, a couple of games early on, and we've been without her. So we've had, like you say, these freshmen, 8th graders, sophomores, and juniors. It's been a joy. I mean, we butted heads, just trying to get them to buy in. But man, they play so hard. They do, and they put up with me and these coaches. But super proud of them. We're halfway through this season right here, and I feel like we're still growing a bunch.
Well, and congratulations. Friday, you go to Taylor County or play against Taylor County. You don't go to Taylor County. Play against Taylor County, another sectional championship. A little experience now, knowing what you're getting into. A lot of the old school, we didn't have 2A. Well, I remember hearing about it a few years ago. Didn't understand what it was. People know now. Not everybody participates, but you've taken advantage of the experience and the opportunity to get your girls in that tournament atmosphere to pick up some games against some better schools because they're going to be better playing in that region. And you got an opportunity to showcase your girls Friday against Taylor County.
Yes, we fought through this sectional here. We had Corbin. I guess we played Corbin, Harlan County, and Bell, which is three of the better teams in our region. So that was that tournament type atmosphere that we're trying to get these girls used to winning. Expect to win, I guess you would say. And then moving on to the state here, you've got 8 teams out there. You're one of the 8. In Taylor County, who is a really good program over the years. They've got a group over there, good group this year. So I feel like it's good experience for our girls. We're all playing for the postseason, for the district and the region, and we're just trying to put ourselves in spots right here to help get us ready for that.
But of course, your team led by your junior Shelby Mills. Shelby's going to be with us here in a minute. She's just so enthusiastic, man. I love it. I love it when I hear her talk. She's just passionate about what she does. 20 points a game. Her leadership. She's been with you, Coach. She's been in those trenches. She knows her role, and she knows how important her role is. What's it like to have Shelby Mills in that backcourt?
It's great, and she's taking on. She's we're trying to get her to be more than just a shooter, and she's really taken that role on this year. she's turning into a facilitator, and a distributor there, with the points. We can move her between the 1 and 2 with Mackenzie. And, she's just a great leader. Like you say, she wants to butt heads. I mean, she's ready to go at it. And I feel like with her and Mackenzie back there in that backcourt, we got one of the more formidable backcourts in the region. They play off one another so well, and really starting to gel and gel with these other girls as well. So, yeah, she brings a lot of fire on both ends. She loves to guard. She's a great shooter, and she's improving so much.
You talked about being the general, being the distributor. That sounds like Steve Warren in high school, man. So that's what you did. You made everybody else around you better, man. So you being that person, coaching and trying to get that out of them, they know what you respect. They respect you. They know what you expect as far as that goes. How important is that, obviously for them to know what you were as a Panther?
I feel we try to put that out there every day, Ronnie, because, I've been here, like we've talked, since the 90s, and I put a lot of time, into these programs, I feel, and that's by my choice. I've always been a Panther. We've coached boys and we've coached softball, good or bad. You can't just be good all the time, so yeah. That's what I try to impress on these girls. It's taking pride in who you are and where you're from, whether you're from Whitley, Corbin, Knox, but be ready to go battle right there. Take pride in your family and the name across your jersey right here, and all the work you put in every day, and listening to me, and I am kind of hard on them. I'm used to coaching these boys, but we try to teach them life lessons, kind of like Coach said earlier there. They're going to get out one day and be a wife, have a job, be a mother, and we want to teach them life skills, and not everything's going to be easy, and I sometimes they look at me like I'm crazy, and I probably am, but that's they respond to that. I feel like they really do.
Let's talk about Mackenzie Hensley. You mentioned her. She's averaging 13 points a game for you. And then Caitlin Smith, she's almost averaging a double-double, Coach. 11 points, 9 boards, and then Kaylee's at 7 points a game. The Smith girls are stepped up big for you. They are understanding their role pretty well, aren't they?
Yes, Mackenzie, I've had her. She's been with us up here since 7th grade, really, in some sort of, spot right here. And I feel like she's one of the most underrated kids around here, because she'll guard the best player every night. She handles the ball a lot out there. She's a great facilitator, never says a word, so we can't say enough about her. And I really feel like she's coming into her own this year as a junior. And like I said, her and Shelby play off one another so well. So we can't say enough good things about her. Kaylin, she didn't get a whole lot of minutes last year. We talked about those seniors, but now we knew what we had in her. And I feel like she's understanding her role a lot more. She hits the boards relentless for us. She can play a little inside out, 15 foot and in. She can knock that shot down. And she's been huge for us. And then we've had Kylie and Shelby Smith and Kayla Garrison right there, that's knowing their role, like you're saying, when we're open, we got to knock shots down, we got to rebound, we got to guard. And I feel like these girls, along with Karis Frederick, she's an 8th grader who's kind of had to step up for Maggie. I mean, and she's, we've asked a lot of her for being that young, and she's just a big, strong young kid and athletic kid. And they've really bought into, they're starting to buy in, I would say, right here to what we're doing. And I feel like we're starting to gel just a little bit.
Old Steve Black, our buddy Steve Black, Steve Warren and his team getting it done. I like old Steve. And Mr. Panther, Johnny Gray, Johnny Gray. They don't get any more of a Panther. I think he started growing a tail, man, just because he's a Panther so much. You got those fans that are just, they make it fun, man. They love, and that's what I appreciate. Steve is, or Coach, I should respect you. Coach Warren is the loyalty that people have. And in the society that we live in today with NIL on the next level, looks like it may be coming to high school and all this other stuff. That's one thing I'll say about Knox Central. The people that are Panthers and Panther Nation are very loyal, and that's one thing that that I respect and give them those attributes. And you are Panther through and through, and you, man, you know I love you, buddy. I'm proud of you. You're an inspiration to me personally. When I have went through things in my life, I look at you and I see how the Lord has blessed you and how you survived. And if you and your beautiful bride can survive the things that you've survived, I felt like that I could as well. And man, it's just it means a lot to me to have you around. I'm proud of you. And you know, it makes a big thing to say is even these girls need to understand, and the other players, when you play against other schools, your rivals and different things, but more importantly in the game of life, you learn friendship. And I appreciate you, my friend.
You know, that's what I've got out of this through the years. You know, my family and I, you know, we've made friends, you know, not just Knox Central friends. You know, we've competed here and we've traveled and, you know, all around this region and state. And you know, you make acquaintances and you make friends out of this, and they don't have to be a Knox Central Panther. You know, they can be a Barberville Tiger, a Corbin Redhound, but it's not just basketball, is what we try to say. And a lot of people make it that, but it's life, and we try to get these girls to have fun with it, you know. And it's a good break away from reality for me and my family. You know, it's really not reality, but it takes us away and occupies our mind, and hopefully I hope I'm giving back, or I'm hoping I can help a kid somewhere down the line right here. But we really enjoyed it. I love the competition. I love being around guys like you, and you know, the district and region tournaments are so fun. You know, you get to see
Yes.
people you don't get to see that are a part of this sport and everything. So that's the enjoyment of it.
Well, Coach, thanks for taking time to be with us tonight. Shelby's in the background. We're going to bring her on here in a second, and good luck to you in the 2A. We'll be watching, supporting you. If I can ever do anything for you, make sure you let me know.
Same here, Ronnie. I appreciate you all. Appreciate everything you do for our kids. If I can ever do anything for you, you let me know.
I appreciate it. God bless you, my friend.
You too.
That's Coach Steve Warren, head coach of the Knox Central Lady Panthers. And without further ado, I'm going to bring on one of the top players in the 13th region, Miss Shelby Mills. Shelby, thank you for waiting patiently. I'm sorry, but, you know, Coach and I played against each other. We played against each other in high school, and when he and I get talking, we could sit and do a whole show just he and I. But how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing well, and I just want to, you know, I wanted to give you a few weeks to get settled before we had you on the show because
Mhm.
I know you guys have been so busy with all the tournaments and all the different things.
Yeah.
Talk about your junior year with all those seniors gone. We mentioned those 5 seniors,
Yeah.
and now you look around and there's like no seniors, and now you go from being a sophomore and now you're one of the oldest ones on the team.
I
How's
am the
that
oldest one on
adjustment
the
been for
team.
you?
I
Are
am
you
the oldest
really?
one. Yes, I am.
Well,
But
how does that feel? How's that been so far?
I don't know. It kind of feels awkward, like weird, because you used to have we had like 5 seniors last year, and we would always look up to them. And now that they're gone, some of the girls like with me, Mackenzie, Kaylin, and Maggie, like all the younger girls look up to us, and it's a lot different than it was last year. And having like an 8th grader come up and like get big minutes, and then
Yeah.
some freshmen starting, it's it's become a lot, but they're coming through. I'm really proud of them.
Well, and that's the one thing is you can appreciate because you were that young player that
Yeah.
got to play very young, and you know the upperclassmen, they can make you or break you by the way that they treat you, and
Mhm.
you know they have to welcome you and respect you. But the bottom line is when you tie up those sneakers and you get
Mhm.
out there and you start playing ball. What I love about you is you've let your ball playing do the talking for you,
Yeah.
and killing it this year, right around 20 points a game. Just looks like and Coach mentioned it. You're distributing the ball, you're passing the
Mhm.
ball. You're not just being, not that you ever were one dimensional. I'm not saying that at all,
Mm-mm.
but you're passing the ball. You're getting your teammates involved. How important is it to get those eighth graders, freshmen, those younger ones involved so that they can get the confidence to help you?
Like, for instance, Karis Frederick, she's an eighth grader, and she has been very helpful to our team. Even though she's an eighth grader, she has been working very hard. And also, Shelby Smith and Kaylee Gambrell and Kylie Smith, they've been very helpful too. And they've had to step up and fill in those roles, the 5 seniors that have left. But they continue to work hard, and I love their drive to want to play.
Yeah, and even with all that, you're still shooting 40% from the 3-point range, and that's pretty impressive to think about the defenses, because now, when you had those 5 seniors, you had Combs and you had those other ones,
Hmm.
they're targeting now. Everybody is targeting you. How are you able
Hmm.
to keep your percentages high with so many people coming at you defensively?
I've learned to just like work hard on defense and then try and get myself open on the other end. But I can, like, with my teammates right now, they have gave me so much help. Like Mackenzie Hensley's been stepping up and Kaylin's been stepping up, and we've just all ended up like being good all over the board. It's not just me; it's my friends too, my girls. They're all
Yeah.
doing really good too.
Well, and another thing too about your game, I notice you're so serious when you're shooting your free throws too. You're
Oh
locked
yeah.
in, 81%. Let's talk about that for the young girls out there, the little girls in grade school, the people that struggle with free throw shooting. What is your psyche? What is your mentality? What are you thinking when you go to that free throw line? What is your rhythm, so to speak?
Well, I tell myself it's a free throw. It's probably the only shot that I'm actually gonna be free. So I try to tell myself that it's free, so I better make it.
Yeah. That's really, really smart. To shoot 81% is just phenomenal. Fatigue. The reason most people miss a lot of free throws is fatigue. How do you stay in such great shape, distributing the ball, bringing the ball up, you and McKenzie, and all that you do, and being able to shoot the three and do and drive, and to be able to take that deep breath and shoot those free throws? How much is fatigue and being in good shape is important to you?
Um, Fatigue is a really big thing, and like off season is usually when I get my conditioning really good. So when it comes to season that I'm ready, I'm prepared because I knew that this season would be really hard for me because all the 5 seniors have been gone. So I worked really, really hard off season. So coming into my junior season, I have been in the best conditioning I have ever been in.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell that, and you just lead by example. You're one of the top players in the region, and I mean it is just fun watching you. I've loved following you all these years, and I just want to know about your future. 10 years from now, where is Shelby Mills going to be? What's Shelby Mills going to be doing?
I have no clue. In
That's
10 years,
okay.
I have 10 years, I have no idea, but I hope to see myself. I'm going to be successful in whatever I do because of my drive. I'm going to be successful in whatever I do because of my mindset.
I believe that. I believe that whatever you put your mind, you'll be able to do, and you've got great things. Talking about the next level of college, you've been thinking about that, where you may end up going, what you're going to be doing, to let everybody know what's up with that.
Um, with college basketball, I have some offers, and the offer that I really like right now is UVA Wise. That's the offer that I really like right now.
Okay.
And I love their program. And Wingate's also a really good school too.
Yes.
And I have been looking at those schools, but it's just my junior year. I'm gonna get some more this summer because of my work ethic and everything. And I couldn't thank Viz Smith enough because he is my travel ball coach and he has helped me so much with getting my name out there. I couldn't thank him enough.
Well, that's where you'll get hit is in travel ball after the season. You know that. So you don't have to decide that. That's for sure. And, we're just excited. We'll be covering you here on the 13th Region Media Network. We'll be letting everybody know what you're doing. And I'm just proud of you. I'm proud of your team, 11-3 on the season. You got a big weekend. Just last question, talking about this 2A. A lot of people are still kind of new to it, but you guys have experience there. So your mentality this year compared to last year, how's it different?
Last year we got beat out, and like we didn't get to go, but this season with the 2A, we come in with we're gonna win, and because we don't want to lose, we do not like to lose. We would rather like we hate to lose more than we love to win, and this year going into the 2A, we are determined to come out with a win, and we're going to work our tails off.
Well, and that was really my point. Just thinking about it, when you start doing the sectional, which you just won the sectional, people before like, what's the big deal? It's just another game. But now you realize, hey, to get the experience, you play against Taylor County. You're going to be in that atmosphere. There's media covering it, all that. That's just going to prepare you guys for the district and the region tournament, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's going to be great. So, all right, Shelby, thank you for being patient with me tonight.
No, you're okay.
Thanks for being with us. If there's ever anything we can do for you, we're here for you, and we're proud of you. And I know God's got great things in store for you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great night.
All right. See you.
That's Shelby Mills, point guard for the Knox Central Lady Panthers, having a phenomenal season, averaging over 20 points a game. She's just so enthusiastic. Did you guys feel that? She's just enthusiastic in what and everything she does. And I know Coach Warren is excited to have her on the team. You're listening to Martin's Peterbilt presentation of In the Huddle here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. We'll be back with our weekly awards right after these messages. No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza had been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste: pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office of South Florida.
If you have a building project, please consider the good folks at Aikens Construction. and excavating. Their company's history is rooted in a family legacy passed down from generation to generation. They have over 50 years of home building experience. They will build any size house. They've built commercial jobs such as banks, gas stations, and restaurants. And more importantly, they'll take care of the whole process. You won't have to worry about it. Call Jordan Akins today, 606-215-7531. Proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office of South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky.
Let me introduce you to pharmacist Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy. Heritage Pharmacy is an independently owned pharmacy located within the Dayspring Regional Health Center at Cumberland Regional Mall. They offer prescription refills, consultation, OTC medications, immunizations, and have a convenient drive-through. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call them today, 606-560-6580. That's Heritage Pharmacy in the Cumberland Regional Mall in Williamsburg. Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th Region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network. When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin insurance agent Zach Davison. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. It's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate. Are you ready to get more out of your television experience? Then consider the good folks at American Cable. Chris Markham and his crew will do their best to give you a great experience because they are your local dish premier retailer. They're located in the Oak Tree Plaza on North Laurel Road. Call them today at 606-712-4203. They have packages starting at $89.99 a month. That's American Cable, proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
When searching for a home, experience matters. And here at Clayton Homes of London, we've had the same management for over 25 years.
We take pride in servicing you from start to finish, beginning with our 1-year warranty and our award-winning service team.
Don't get caught up in home-only pricing. Our base packages include delivery, setup, footers, and heat pump.
Come on by, we'll treat you like family.
Have you heard about the store of Lily? Have you seen all the traffic? Let me tell you about my good friend, Lonnie Collins, a proud sponsor of the 13th Region Media Network. He has a store in Lily that has a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and all at a price that you can afford. He's overstocked. He's right in Lily between London and Corbin at 5547 U.S. Highway 25. Go see Lonnie Collins today. He'll take care of you. If you're looking to increase the value of your home, one of the best ways to do that is by your curb appeal and your landscape. You need to go see my friends Josh and Cam Maxey. This project here was my house. They did an unbelievable job and increased the value of my property by thousands of dollars. There's no job too big, no job too small. For all your mowing, landscaping, and curbing needs, call Josh Maxey today at Dusk Till Dawn, 606-224-0715. Want to take a look at our weekly awards? We appreciate all of our sponsors that make it possible so that we can promote these phenomenal student athletes here in the 13th region. First off, let's take a look at the girls' top 5 players of the week. Brought to you by Cave Right Home Care. Nevaeh Allen from Bell County. Mariella Claybrook from North Laurel. Callie Jones from South Laurel. Peter Mabe from South Laurel. And Shelby Mills from Knox Central. They are your Save Right Home Care top 5 girls players of the week. Take a look at the top 5 boys players of the week, brought to you by Laurel County Sheriff John Root. Blake Burnett from Bell County. Trent Cole from Harlan County. Reese Davison from North Laurel. Braxton Ferguson from Bell County. And Aiden Wagers from Clay County. They are your John Root, Sheriff of Laurel County, top 5 boys basketball players for week 6. Now let's take a look at the top 5 breakthrough players of the week. Brought to you by Shoe In. Ethan Buell from Bell County. Eli Petrosky from Corbin. Landon Rose from Lynn Camp. Cade Taylor from South Laurel. And Jackson Thomas from Bell County. They are your Q-Win top 5 breakthrough players of the week for week 6. Now let's go on and look at the girls' top 5 breakthrough players of the week, brought to you by Shoe In. From Pineville, Katie Hammondtree. From Pineville, Rachel Howard. From Bell County, Kiari Lamb. From Lynn Camp, Lauren Parton. And from Whitley County, scoring 1,000 points in her career, Jonna Rice. That's your Shoe-In top 5 breakthrough players of the week. Take a look now at the Shoe-In 13th Region Girls top teams of the week for week 6. Let's take a look at that. We have a new number 1 team in the region. We'll get to that in just a moment. Number 10, Jackson County. Number 9, Pineville. Number 8, Harlan County. Number 7, Whitley County. Number 6, Clay County. Number 5, Corbin. Bell County is at 4. Knox Central 3. North Laurel, for the first time this year, slides to number 2 because they lost to crosstown rival South Laurel. And the Lady Cardinals are the week 6 number 1 team in the 13th region. Brought to you by Shoe In. Congratulations, South Laurel. Now, let's go on and look at the boys' top teams for week 6. Brought to you by Baird and Blevins Attorney at Law. Coming in at number 10 is Jackson County. You met Coach Parker just a few minutes ago. Number 9, Harlan. Number 8, Knox Central. Number 7, Harlan County. Number 6, Corbin. Number 5, Whitley County. Number 4, South Laurel. Number 3, Clay County. Number 2, Bell County. And number 1, North Laurel. That's your Baird and Blevins top boys teams of the 13th region. Here's a look at the Heron Family Dentistry watch list. These players are candidates for Player of the Year. Landon Rose from Lincoln. Eli Petrosky from Corbin. Kobe No from Harlan. Tootie Mahan from Whitley County. Joseph Gillian from Middlesboro. Reese Hatcher from Williamsburg. Aiden Grubb from Clay County. Braxton Ferguson from Bell County. Evan Ellis from Corbin. Reese Davison from North Laurel. Trenton Cole from Harlan County. Ethan Buell from Bell County. And Blake Burnett from Bell County. Those are your watch lists from Heron Family Dentistry. Top players of the 13th region. Let's take a look at the Girls Player of the Week, brought to you by my good friend Scott Lisenby, attorney-at-law over in Harlan. It goes to Mariella Claybrook from North Laurel, 32 points a game, 12 rebounds. And folks, she averaged over 5 blocks a game. Congratulations, Miss Claybrook. You are the Girls Player of the Week, brought to you by Scott Lisenby. Now let's take a look at that girls watch list, brought to you by my buddy Scott Lisenby, attorney-at-law over in Harlan. You got Laylee Phillips from North Laurel. Lauren Parton from Lynn Camp. Skeeter Maid from South Laurel. Emily Lambert from Middlesboro. Yari Lamb from Bell County. Callie Jones from South. Rachel Howard from Pineville. Nevaeh Allen from Bell County. Mariella Claybrook from North Laurel. Aubrey Clemens from Corbin. Mackenzie Hensley from Knox Central. Shelby Mills from Knox Central. Maddie Hopkins from Whitley County. Those are your Scott Lisenby watch lists for potential Players of the Year in the 13th region. Let's take a look at the Aikens Construction Blueprint Playmaker of the Week. Brought to you by Jordan Aikens, calling for all your building needs. It's Miss Macy from South. Macy Messer had a great week. She's the Blueprint Player of the Week. Brought to you by Aikens Construction. On the boys' side, the Blueprint Player of the Week, Caden Allen from North Laurel. Brought to you by Jordan Aikens and the folks at Aikens Construction. He's the Blueprint Player of the Week. Let's take a look at the Boys Cheerleading Squad of the Week. It's going to be brought to you by American Cable. How about the Knox Central Panthers Cheerleading Squad? Congratulations. You are the Boys Cheerleading Squad of the Week, brought to you by American Cable. We'll move on. For the student section of the week, brought to you by American Cable. For the boys' side, no other than Corbin High School. There's the Red Hounds. The student section of the week, brought to you by American Cable. Let's take a look at the Revolution Physical Therapy Boys Basketball Team of the Week. There's Mr. Blake Burnett. And the Bell County Bobcats, brought to you by Revolution Physical Therapy. They're the Team of the Week for Week 6. We're going to the girls' Team of the Week, brought to you by Revolution Physical Therapy. It's Skeeter Mabe and Company. The South Laurel Lady Cardinals. Congratulations on being the girls' Team of the Week. We'll go on. The Heritage Pharmacy, Rooted in Care, Academic Student Athlete of the Week is Sadie Hoffman from Barberville. Congratulations for your academics in excellence. Our Girls Defensive Player of the Week with those 5 blocks a game, Mariella Clayburke from North Laurel, brought to you by our good friend Kim Crowley, friend of the community. Miss Clayburke killed it on defense. She's the Defensive Player of the Week. Go on to the Girls Cheerleading Squad of the Week, brought to you by American Cable. That's going to be the Harlan County Lady Dragons. Green Dragons, that is. They're your American Cable Girls Cheerleading Squad of the Week. And the Boys Academic Student Athlete Player of the Week from the Corbin Red Hounds, Mr. Matthew Perez. Brought to you by Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy. Congratulations, Mr. Perez. You are the Boys Academic Student Athlete of the Week. And the Boys Defensive Player of the Week brought to you by Kim Crowley. It's the Bear from Clay County. Aiden Wagers had a great defensive week. Congratulations, Aiden. You are the Defensive Player of the Week brought to you by Kim Crowley. We'll go on to the American Cable Girls Student Section of the Week. No other than the North Laurel Jaguar Student Section brought to you by American Cable. Congratulations for being the Student Section of the Week. Now the Boys Key Piece. It's going to go to Aiden Grubb this week from Clay County. This is brought to you by Shane Tarvin and the good folks at USA RV and Auto Sales. Aiden Grubb stepped up big this time. He's that spark plug. He's the key piece this week. And on the girls' side, the USA RV and Auto Sales, Shane Tarvin and Company. The girls' key piece of the week was our guest earlier, Miss Shelby Mills. Hit some clutch free throws for her team to lead them to the sectional championship. They'll play Friday night against Taylor County. We'll take a look at the Boys Player of the Week brought to you by Gondolier Italian Restaurant. No other than Reese Davison from North Laurel. 27.5 points a game. Average 10 rebounds a game. He shot 57% from the three-point line. Reese, you're shooting like Cousin Reed. Congratulations to the Gondolier Boys Basketball Player of the Week, Mr. Reed Davison. You're listening to Martin's Peterbilt presentation of In the Huddle on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza had been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste. Pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
If you have a building project, please consider the good folks at Aikens Construction and Excavating. Their company's history is rooted in a family legacy passed down from generation to generation. They have over 50 years of home building experience. They will build any size house. They've built commercial jobs such as banks, gas stations, and restaurants. And more importantly, they'll take care of the whole process. You won't have to worry about.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky.
Let me introduce you to pharmacist Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy. Heritage Pharmacy is an independently owned pharmacy located within the Dayspring Regional Health Center at Cumberland Regional Mall. They offer prescription refills, consultation, OTC medications, immunizations, and have a convenient drive-through. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call them today, 606-560-6580. That's Heritage Pharmacy in the Cumberland Regional Mall in Williamsburg.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th Region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network. When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin Insurance Agent Zach Davison. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. It's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate. Are you ready to get more out of your television experience? Then consider the good folks at American Cable. Chris Markham and his crew will do their best to give you a great experience because they are your local dish premier retailer. They're located in the Oak Tree Plaza on North Laurel Road. Call them today at 606-712-4203. They have packages starting at $89.99 a month. That's American Cable, proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
When searching for a home, experience matters. And here at Clayton Homes of London, we've had the same management for over 25 years.
We take pride in servicing you from start to finish, beginning with our 1-year warranty and our award-winning service team.
Don't get caught up in home-only pricing. Our base packages include delivery, setup, footers, and heat pump.
Come on by, we'll treat you like family.
Have you heard about the store of Lily? Have you seen all the traffic? Let me tell you about my good friend, Lonnie Collins, a proud sponsor of the 13th Region Media Network. He has a store in Lily that has a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and all at a price that you can afford. He's overstocked. He's right in Lily between London and Corbin at 5547 US Highway 25. Go see Lonnie Collins today. He'll take care of you. If you're looking to increase the value of your home, one of the best ways to do that is by your curb appeal and your landscape. You need to go see my friends Josh and Cam Maxey. This project here was my house. They did an unbelievable job and increased the value of my property by thousands of dollars. There's no job too big, no job too small. For all your mowing, landscaping, and curbing needs, call Josh Maxey today at dusk till dawn, 606-224-0715. We hope you've enjoyed Martin's Peterbilt presentation of the Game of the Week. Brought to you by Martin's Peterbilt of London, Kentucky. Your local Farm Bureau agents, Donovan and Jimmy Storm. Restyles Consignment Store on Ford Street in Corbin. Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy in Williamsburg. Wildcat Harley Davidson in London, Kentucky. Your local Allstate agent, Zach Davison from Corbin. The L4 Security Group in London, Kentucky. Your premier dish provider, American Cable. Lonnie Collins and the Store of Lily. Clayton Mobile Homes of London, Kentucky. Dusk Till Dawn, lawn and landscaping and curb appeal. Aikens Construction and Excavation. All sponsors of the Game of the Week here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network.
24 hours a day. Hello, Knox County. My name is Bobby Jones, and I am honored to announce my candidacy as a Republican for the office of Knox County Sheriff. I am the son of the late Bobby and Pauline Jones. My paternal grandparents were Cy Bear Jones and Eulalia Calebs Jones of Green Road. My maternal grandparents were Arthur Vaughn and Pearl Lawson Vaughn of Woolham. I have deep roots here, and Knox County has always been home to me. I'm married to Leslie Jones. Together we're blessed with 3 beautiful daughters, Emma Jones, Reagan Mills and husband Brady, Lily Jones, and grandson Drake. At the age of 17, I joined the Army National Guard, where I proudly served for over 23 years, to include more than 21 years of active duty. Many people knew me as the National Guard recruiter, but I served in many different roles. After retiring from the Guard, I was able to follow my childhood dream of becoming a law enforcement officer. During my almost decade of policing, which it didn't take that long, I got to see the devastation that illegal drugs had on our families, our community, seeing the people that it was taking way too soon. If elected sheriff, I plan to wage a full-scale fight against illegal drugs using a 3-fold approach. Helping addicts get treatment and recovery support, no matter how many attempts it takes. Our people are worth it. Shutting down drug dealers by putting them in jail or running them out. Illegal drugs will not be tolerated in our county. Establishing a chaplain corps, reaching out to our pastors across Knox County to provide spiritual and emotional support for addicts, families, or anyone in crisis 24 hours a day. As sheriff, I will demand professionalism, respect, and dedication from every deputy. My deputies will be in uniform, and they will serve with pride, and they will share the love of the people of this county. I will also lead from the front. I will be on the work schedule, including nights and weekends, as a 24-hour sheriff who is approachable, reachable, and committed to serving the citizens of Knox County, from Barberville to Corbin. I humbly ask for your vote. Together we can build a safer, stronger Knox County.
We hope you've enjoyed Martin's Peterbilt presentation of the Game of the Week. Brought to you by Martin's Peterbilt of London, Kentucky. Your local Farm Bureau agents, Donovan and Jimmy Storm. Restyles Consignment Store on Ford Street in Corbin. Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy in Williamsburg. Wildcat Harley Davidson in London, Kentucky. Your local Allstate agent, Zach Davison from Corbin. The L4 Security Group in London, Kentucky. Your premier dish provider, American Cable. Lonnie Collins and the Store of Lily. Clayton Mobile Homes of London, Kentucky. Dusk Till Dawn, Lawn and Landscaping and Curb Appeal. Aikens Construction and Excavation. All sponsors of the Game of the Week here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network.